Welcome, and thank you for joining the Capital Region Employment Alliance for our 2021 Business Recognition event. I'm Katie Demuth, Chairperson for CREA and Business Relations Representative with the Albany District Office of Access PR through the New York State Education Department. CREA is a partnership of public and private organizations in New York State's Capital Region that supports workforce development and employment for people with disabilities. CREA partners are instrumental in making events like this one, our Disability Mentorship Day we held in August, and our Business Resource event that's coming in November, possible. I feel very fortunate to work with such a dedicated, talented, and diverse group of professionals, and I'd like to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for everything you do to support CREA and employment for people with disabilities. CREA holds our Business Recognition event in October of each year in celebration of National Disability Employment Awareness Month. This year's theme for NDIEM is America's Recovery Powered by Inclusion. New York State joins the entire nation in celebration of NDIEM. Governor Hochul reaffirmed New York State's commitment to supporting environments and workplace policies that recognize the input, value, and skills of all New Yorkers with disabilities. Governor Hochul also recently announced $11.1 million in federal workforce funding to expand disability resource programs across New York State. She was quoted saying, "An important component to our post-pandemic recovery is to ensure workers of every background have job opportunities. I want New York to be a state of opportunity and hope for people of every walk of life, and that means we must continue to increase support for individuals with disabilities." With the current labor shortage, businesses are being encouraged to consider somewhat untapped labor sources, including people with disabilities, as part of the solution. The CDC reported that 26% of adults in the United States have a disability. That's just over 1 in 4. There has been a growing emphasis on DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. CREA would like to encourage businesses to think of inclusion of people with disabilities as part of their DEI practices, as many focus on gender, race, and cultural diversity. Supportive and truly inclusive workplace cultures are more important than ever right now, especially when we consider the current labor dynamics and employee retention. CREA is excited to share some of the great things that our awardees are doing to make their workplaces more diverse and inclusive. Our awardees will share information about how employees with disabilities have made positive contributions to their businesses. But we wanted to start the event highlighting one person's success, sharing their journey as a reminder of how employment can positively impact the lives of people with disabilities.
Well, my name is Michael Pringle. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I moved up to Albany in 2000. I started volunteering at a place called the Center for Independence. Of course, I'm legally blind and I have RP, and I was looking for work somewhere, and I really couldn't hold a job down. And then I heard about this program that's called the Business Enterprise Program through my counselor. I started the program and trying to become a manager.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Bundy, vocational rehabilitation counselor with the New York State Commission for the Blind. I work with Michael. He started out not having, the opportunities in life. Back when he grew up, there were not opportunities for people in regular public schools to read things properly. There were no CCTVs, really very limited services. So the barriers he faced were really related to that. Academic opportunities weren't there. So he accomplished those as an adult through training and mentoring and learning them, and also through our program to help him remove the barriers of blindness. So
Business Enterprise Program is a program for visually impaired and blind people, and they try to help you become successful opening your own store. It's a big learning curve because there's a lot of things that you have to know to run a store and a lot of equipment. So you have to work closely with your specialists. They would teach you the registers, how to use the register. They'll teach you how to pretty much run a business, the back end of the business, the paperwork, and working with accountants and bookkeepers and stuff like that.
Michael has accomplished a lot over the last few years. He's learned how to use a computer, to track orders, to track his inventory. He has employees also that work for him. He's learned how to manage an entire business through the program.
With my blindness, it really doesn't affect it because this program is designed where they have accessible equipment, talking cash registers, talking thermometers, things you need, and it's a really great program. My success means everything to me. I want to thank Elizabeth and the other guys that's in this program for helping me get my store at the Justice Building. I was there for a couple of months, and then the coronavirus had hit us, and then everything started working out, and then my new store came on the canvas line, and I bid on it, and I'm here now. This is a great program, and I just wish everybody that's in this program well.
And he's very successful. Now he has 2 businesses, and I can't wait to see what he does in the future.
And now I have the pleasure of introducing our event MC, Blaze Bryant. Blaze is a customer service and outreach associate at Consumer Directed Choices, a fiscal intermediary for Consumer Directed Personal Assistance Program, or CDPAP. Blaze regularly speaks to agencies, elected officials, and community meetings about the benefits of CDPAP. In addition to his work, Blaze conducts consumer orientations to help them get started with CDPAP services. Blaze, take it away.
Katie, thank you very much. Good morning, I'm Blaze Bryant, this year's MC for the 2021 National Disability Employment Awareness Month celebration, presented by the Capital Region Employment Alliance, or CREA. As a person with a disability, it is an absolute pleasure to be here. I have faced my own employment struggles and have also helped my fellow disabled peers obtain and retain jobs. This is a cause that is very near and dear to me because people with disabilities are the most underutilized segment of our workforce. Over the next hour, you are going to hear several success stories of businesses and employees working together to make the world a better place. There are several award categories. We'll be handing out local awards to businesses who employ 24 or fewer employees, as well as those employing 25 to 99. We will also be handing out regional awards for pandemic-related accommodations and innovative practices. Let's cut to the chase. Our first local award goes to the CVS store number 839, located in Clifton Park, New York. They employ 24 or fewer employees. Let's hear about the great partnerships that they have accomplished.
As an employment specialist for Wildwood Programs, I've nominated CVS here 146 Clifton Park as a great employer for people with disabilities. This particular store has been very supportive of people with disabilities right from the very beginning. We have an individual here who, this is her first job, and she has had just wonderful support from the general manager and the assistant managers anytime that she's needed it.
It's really fun. Like, it keeps me busy. I really love the people that I work with. They're all really nice. And the customers are also really nice too.
She has just grown beautifully in confidence and independence since she's been here.
Our people have gotten rewarding positions. CVS has gotten great workers, so it's been a great win. We're really grateful for them, and CVS has been a great community partner.
Once again, we're just really happy to give CVS this great award. Thank you.
So hi, I'm George, store manager here at CVS at 146 in Clifton Park. We have all kind of applicants that come to us, and having an applicant with disabilities, you would never know coming into our store. So privileged to have a colleague and to be nominated and to win this award. We just want to say thank you, and we look forward to helping you in the future.
Mario's Home Center and Lumberyard is getting a local award for 29 to 99 employees. Let's hear about their great work.
Hi, my name is Liam Toomey. I'm the Director of Employment and Community Services here at COARC. And this year we have chosen to nominate Mario's Home Centre and Lumberyard for the Employer Recognition for 2021. Mario's has continued to have an absolutely outstanding relationship with our agency. They have supported us even through the pandemic when other businesses were a little apprehensive about having school to work and discovery individuals into their business. Mario's has been working with us for around 8 years now and have been fully supportive. They are a wonderful community and family-oriented business that truly cares. Peter and his team at Mario's are fantastic, kind-hearted people, and we truly appreciate their continued support. We've had individuals placed there working part-time. We've had school-to-work students go there. We've always had a great relationship with the staff there that have embraced the individuals, trained them, and helped them to the best of their ability. So I cannot thank Mario's enough, and that's why COARC has chosen to nominate them this year. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Peter Palesci, and I'm honored to accept this award on behalf of Mario's Home Centre. Mario's has proudly served our community for almost 60 years. I like to think that we are a reflection of our community. We have a diverse workforce here, and that's important to us. When you hire and work with someone with disabilities, you directly tackle the idea that people with disabilities can do a good job. They can and make valuable contributions here every day. Diversity makes our workforce more productive, creative, and stronger. Thank you again for this great award. We really appreciate it on behalf of Mario's and all of our employees. Thank you.
Kirsch Helmets Incorporated is getting a regional award for pandemic-related accommodations. Of course, this is a recent category, yet very critical to the success of people with disabilities.
Hi, I'm Lisa Colton, vocational rehabilitation counselor through Access VR through the state of New York, and I nominated Kirsch for this award. Kirsch actually reached out to Access for a partnership, and they continue to come to us for staffing, which is remarkable in my opinion. And they've been really willing to work with our folks and accommodate them. I had one individual who has, he's still working there, who has some physical limitations, and Kirsch was very willing to let our evaluator come in, and they did so actually on Veterans Day, on a holiday when everyone else was closed, but they wanted to make it work for him and have things set up before he began. So I really appreciated that. That really stuck out to me. The same person is a single dad, so when COVID hit, he really needed to be home with his son to make sure his son was doing his schoolwork and showing up to Google Meets or whatever, and they allowed him to work from home. So he was able to keep his job, do his job, and do it from home. If there's been any issues, and there's been very minimal, they've been right on it. You know, some employers will shy away or not want to deal with it and, you know, brush it under the rug, but they did not. And they've been really attentive and willing to learn and willing to partner. So that's really why I nominated them. I'm really excited to continue to work with them and make this a long-standing partnership.
Since we started Kirsch, we really decided that as a company, we wanted to really make a difference in individual lives and the lives of our customers. And just as importantly, in the lives of the people that work for us. We really felt that there would be no limits to what we could do and no limit to our imagination, both in the product and the innovation that we use and how we express that in the market. But just as importantly for the individuals that work for us, we feel there's no limit. And it takes imagination and hard work, and it takes the gifts of each individual to make our products better and to make lives better in the community. It's what we do along the way, what we do together, that really can make a difference. And so for us, what we feel we can do with that individual and the person who comes to us and from whatever program, we want to give them that opportunity. We want to inspire them. We want to show them a way to live their better life, to become their better selves. That's something that's important to us here at Kirsch. That's something that each of us tries to strive for every day. both within ourselves and within the people that work for us. Whether you take the time to find a program that works for you and your organization, like we did with hiring veterans and Americans with disabilities, take the time, it's worth it. You're gonna make a difference. You're gonna find that these people are terrific. They bend, they don't break, they come to work every day, they work hard, they care about their jobs, they show up. And that's what we need today. We need people to come to work, to show up, ready to do their jobs and to make a difference.
The Price Chopper Market 32 on Knott Street in Schenectady, New York, is getting a regional award for innovative practices.
Wildwood would like to congratulate Price Chopper on their regional award with NADIUM. We can't think of a better partner to have in helping people with disabilities find employment.
Price Chopper has been amazing in helping to create a program that allows individuals that we support to experiment in different departments to find out what's a good fit. Then, when they find the department that they feel most comfortable in, they're able to start training and become employees of Price Chopper. Price Chopper has been extremely helpful throughout the pandemic to accommodate work schedules and provide a supportive work environment. Price Chopper originally hired someone to work part-time in assistance to COVID-19 needs, but the individual was quickly promoted to work full-time and given a raise as well.
They're just absolutely amazing, and the award is so well deserved. So again, thank you and congratulations.
I feel very good to work with Price Chopper.
We at Price Chopper Market 32 are proud to be recognized for being leaders in employing those with disabilities. We strive to offer experiences for these individuals where they can learn and grow a career. I am very proud to work for a diverse company that has developed strong relationships with area organizations who help us enrich the lives of those with many different abilities. We at Price Chopper Market 32 realize that everyone, no matter what their abilities, can make a positive influence with their coworkers and their community. We believe that employment for all people gives us purpose and fulfills our well-being.
The Texas Roadhouse on Wolf Road in Albany, New York, who employs 100 to 499 employees, is also getting a regional award. Not only has the restaurant industry been so greatly impacted by the pandemic, Texas Roadhouse has gone out of their way to make sure people with disabilities have a job with a purpose.
Warren, Washington, Albany County's chapter of NYSEC would like to thank Texas Roadhouse of Colony for their dedication and support. They go above and beyond to help applicants become dedicated employees who are driven to do their best. The staff at Texas Roadhouse have shown endless amounts of encouragement, patience, and acceptance to the employee who is supported through Warren, Washington, Albany ARC. They have created a work environment that allows for growth and advancement by the support of all employees, and are a leading example of our prime initiative of providing services and offering opportunities and support to individuals with disabilities. Thank you, Texas Roadhouse, and we look forward to continuing to develop our relationship.
Hi, I'm Rich Dines with Texas Roadhouse, and I was asked to give a few words about some of the advantages of hiring someone with a disability. Now, some may say it's a disability. We just look at it as another different employee that we have to get to add to our diverse group of employees already. These individuals offer great value to our team with their different point of views and their great work ethics. These individuals benefit themselves by working in a fast-paced environment and really being a part of the team. They are not treated any differently than any other member of the team. They are one. They are one of the team here. And lastly, if I can give any type of advice to someone about the advantage of hiring someone with a disability or a difference, my advice would be to do it wholeheartedly. It will bring you long-term gains for your business as well as for the individual.
Mill Services Incorporated, located in Cobleskill, New York, they employ 25 to 99 employees, are getting a regional award for integrating people with developmental disabilities into the fabric of their team.
Hi, my name is Brittany Cushman, and I'm an employment specialist with Lexington. Lexington is proud to be able to honor Mill Services, who has been a great partner with our team in Schoharie over the past several years. When Mill Services hired 2 people we support through our employment program, they began working with our job coaches during the hiring process and helped them become familiar with the job duties and expectations, company culture, and on-the-job training specific to their positions. With the help of Lexington job coaches, these 2 individuals adapted quickly, and the company is very impressed with their efforts. Mill Services is willing to work with us to help people make the right decision about working for them. One applicant we presented was nervous about making a job change until he suggested she come on site and see what they do, and to hear about their culture of support. With our team by her side, she was able to ask questions and feel comfortable enough to apply and was eventually hired. Mill Services' entire team is supportive from bottom to top, always looking for ways to help employees be successful. When an employee needed accommodations to perform his job, the Chief Operating Officer suggested tailoring duties that encouraged his strengths and modified others. The COO personally accompanied this employee on the floor to try out different roles within the company that not only matched his skill set, but it also kept his interest. This has resulted in him performing a variety of tasks and learning new skills. We have recently added 2 additional employees at Mill Services, and the team, both the job coaches and coworkers and management at Mill Services, are working together to make sure that the employees know their roles, have the tools and support they need to be successful, and that they're part of the team. We are grateful that Mill Services recognizes the value in employing people with disabilities and invests their time in developing these employees. They have developed a strong partnership with the supported employment team at Lexington and provided meaningful work opportunities for the people we support and a stronger workforce for their company. On behalf of Lexington, congratulations to Mill Services and thank you for all you do.
Hello, my name is Sarah Burns, and I'm the office manager at Mill Services Incorporated in Cobblestone, New York. We would like to thank the Capital Region Employment Alliance for its recognition of businesses who support the employment of people with developmental disabilities. As an organization, we are truly honored to be recognized for our efforts in providing inclusive and embracing work environment. The employees that we have hired with developmental disabilities have greatly enriched the areas in which they work with their positive attitudes, outstanding work ethics, and perfect attendance. Our faculty and staff have embraced the opportunity to include, teach, and mentor thoroughly and wholeheartedly. Our supervisors and team leaders have developed teaching methods and improved lines of communication to ensure every member of our team has the ability to grow and learn. We would also like to extend a huge thank you to the Lexington ARC and job coaches who visit on a regular basis, lending support and guidance to all of us. Again, on behalf of Mill Services, thank you. We appreciate the opportunity to provide an open, inclusive working place for all.
Last but certainly not least, Rad Soap Company, LLC, in Menands, New York, who employs 24 or fewer employees. They are also getting a regional award.
Hi, my name is Nathan Monsager. I work here at Pine Ridge Industries at Schenectady ARC. We are a contract manufacturing facility that works with businesses right here in the capital region to help them accelerate and grow their business while we fulfill our mission of employing people with disabilities and of all abilities. We've been really excited about our partnership with Rad Soap. They're a great local company who's really growing and expanding their services, their products across the country, across the world, and we're excited to be partnering with them. Their culture of kindness, their desire to create space that is individualized and offers opportunities to some of our staff and some of their staff to work together in a really unique way is one of the reasons that we really love this partnership with Rad Soap. We are excited about the nomination for them to be awarded this recognition as part of the National Disabilities Employment Awareness Month. So congratulations to Rad Soap. We love our partnership with you all, and we're excited about the future of growing together.
Hi, I'm Sue Kerber, founder and CEO of Rad Soap. I want to thank the Capital Region Employment Alliance for selecting us for the NDEAM Award. I got to give special thanks to Michelle Dombrowski from Schenectady's ARC for nominating us. Our partnership with Pine Ridge Industry has impacted our business in a positive way. We will continue to expand with Pine Ridge, and they will be a big part of our growth in the future. Thanks again from all of us at Rad Soap for this award. And thanks to everyone that made it possible for us to get this. Thank you. See ya. Bye.
Congratulations to all the businesses who are receiving local and regional awards for this year's National Disability Employment Awareness Month celebration. You are rightly commended for the great work that you do integrating people with disabilities into your individual workforces. I'll now turn things back to Katie DeMuth from Access VR for some final remarks. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and thank you, Blaze. And congratulations to all our awardees, and thank you for everything you do to support employment for people with disabilities. I'd also like to thank our event sponsors, Mildred Ellie and Capcom, for your support in making this event possible. I also need to thank Tucker Salavera for his video editing and assistance in making this event possible. And one final thank you to all of you for taking the time to join us today and for your support of employment for people with disabilities. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at the contact information on this slide. I hope everyone has a good rest of your day. Thank you so much again for joining us, and we hope to see you next year.